Welcome back to Five Cat Studios. We're inside the studios of John Powell. A great show so far, and it's only getting better as we're getting ready to play the game.
Get ready to play Name That Score! The film music game where a perfect score means you, yes you, could be a winner. Now let's play Name That Score!
All right. Step right up. Today's theme is animated films. We have John Powell
here.
here.
The maestro of animated films.
A quick, the rules are pretty simple here. We'll play 5 famous film scores, but in reverse, Robert, Kenny, and our guest John Powell will pick from 3 multiple choice answers. The highest score wins. The last question is worth double. And if anybody sweeps the table, gets all 5 questions right, we give away a prize on our Twitter account at Score the Podcast. Just mention hashtag Name That Score to enter. And today's theme is animated film scores, so we have a selection of some from the last couple decades and a few from older than that. Composers and the titles
Did John
of movies.
write any of them? Is that a giveaway?
I guess we'll find out.
I guess we're going to find out.
Question number 1, and again, the scores here are backwards. So you got to listen to the texture of these a little bit, but
and
you'll
notice
the right answer
you'll notice
after.
the strategy of Robert Kraft, which is he doesn't even pick. He
just
just
wait.
goes, what John said.
That's it. So, John, just please choose wisely because my point score is dependent upon you.
Question number 1. Our options for this one are Brave, Patrick Doyle, The Lego Movie, Mark Mothersbaugh, or How to Train Your Dragon by our guest here in the studio. Want to hear it again?
Please.
I'm just going to go out on a limb here and say I feel like John would know his own song backwards, so it can't be How to Train Your Dragon, unless you're putting us on here.
It sounds like it sounds like
Sounds like
Dragon.
people are
it sounds like
fishing
Test Drive,
for-
but I mean, in theory, it should be Test Drive. But I wouldn't put it past me not really knowing it backwards. I don't think it's making me realise I should do more retrograde study of my own tunes.
Yes.
Our options again, Brave, The Lego Movie, and How to Train Your Dragon.
I'm going to say Brave.
Kenny's going with Brave.
Brave.
Robert's also going with Brave.
Somebody said Brave, so
John?
I'm going with it.
I mean, I'm going to say Test Drive just in case it is.
Let's see if you guys recognize this forwards. John Powell identifying.
He knew it the whole time.
See, I was thrown off. The fact that John, I had no idea of Clerks, I'm just guessing, but the fact that John didn't go, I know that immediately. I thought, ooh, and when he gave that kind of coy, I don't know, it could be mine. This is, okay, now we're getting competitive. Here we go.
Kenny and Robert.
Thank you so much.
Question number 2. I'll give you the answers here first. Is this from Aladdin by Alan Menken, Toy Story, Randy Newman, The Incredibles, Michael Giacchino?
It's easy.
Yeah. Everybody have an answer?
Yeah, Toy Story.
Toy Story.
It's such those Randy Newman chords, backwards and forwards.
You never know with this game. Sometimes it's a little tricky.
We're going Randy Newman.
All right. Points for everybody on that one. Question number 3. Is this from Madagascar by Hans Zimmer, Monsters, Inc., Randy Newman, Big Hero 6 by Henry Jackman?
Oh yeah.
One more time. Answers.
I'm going to let Robert, why don't you go first?
I'm going to say, because
Everyone's
it's the
looking
only
around the
title
room.
I can remember, Madagascar.
Madagascar is what
So it's probably
Robert's going with.
Giacchino.
I'm going to go with Henry Jackman.
Big Hero 6, Kenny?
Yes.
And John?
Madagascar.
We do have a winner. But Kenny and Robert is not either of you guys. It's Madagascar.
I said Madagascar.
He did.
He did
You
say
did?
that. Yeah, oh, yeah.
I'm
All right.
taking
I
those points.
retroactively take
Robert,
back the buzzer.
I think that might be your first
There's
correct
your points,
answer
Rob.
that you picked first.
It was good. I listen. It's a 1 out of 3 shot. So
This is a big step in
yeah,
the history of
evolution of my
Name That
guessing.
Score.
All right, question number 4 gets a little bit more difficult now. Is this from The Secret Life of Pets by Alexander Desplat, Frozen, Christoph Beck, or Up, Michael Giacchino?
I think it might be my easiest one.
Same, because it probably sounds the same forward as backwards. It was, first of all, that muted trumpet. It's Up by Giacchino.
I'm going Up as well.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of muted trumpet in Alexander's score.
Oh, wait a second. Was that a final answer?
Are you going with Alexander Desplat?
No, I'm going to go with Up.
Such very cagey.
Everybody's a winner on that one. It is.
Were you trying to get us to change our answer?
So
Very competitive.
All right, so John is perfect. He's a perfect 4 for 4 so far. We're moving on to question 5. This is worth double. So is this from the original Ice Age, The Little Mermaid, or Finding Nemo?
The Little Mermaid.
John says The Little Mermaid.
Boldly goes first. And
Are you guys going to piggyback?
I mean, I think I gotta go with it. He seemed really confident. He was nodding during the cue.
Can I change my answer, though?
You
oh
sure
no!
can.
Oh no!
I'm going Nemo, and
I mean, I'm rooting for John because he's going to win a prize if he gets
I'm
it
going
right.
to be embarrassed if it's Little Mermaid. But
You,
I'm saying,
and you worked on Little Mermaid,
I
so
sure
you
did.
would know.
Yeah, that sentence has 2 halves to it. Yes, I worked on Little Mermaid. Would I know? You'd think, but I didn't. Orchestrally, I'm sticking my foot in my mouth. I'm going Nemo.
Nemo for Robert, Kenny.
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, John, Little Mermaid. Robert, see if you recognize this forward.
Oh, please.
How embarrassing!
It's not embarrassing. I wanted you guys to win. It was actually, it was a
That
move.
was very thoughtful.
I pulled the Robert Kraft move and stole John's answer.
So
Yeah.
that means John Powell went perfect in this game. 5 for 5. We are going to give away a prize. So
All
that'll
right.
be on our Twitter accounts, and we'll play our end theme here.
You just won something fabulous from one of our viewers.
Make sure to follow us at Score the
A
Podcast.
convertible Bentley.
Yeah.
It sounds like 5 pounds of cheese based on that music.
Only 5?
Matt actually wrote that cue. No, I'm just kidding.
If only.
I'm going to be driving home thinking, how could I miss a Little Mermaid? Cue.
Hey, well, I said my favorite score was Danny Elfman's Batman, and I whiffed on it right
Okay,
after.
we're even.
So